A lot of people ask me, Brandon, how do you sell a home in Salt Lake City? A lot of a lot of people ask me, Brandon, how do you sell a home in Salt Lake City for the most amount of profit while avoiding the stresses and pitfalls of buying in today's market? A lot of people ask me, Brandon, how do you sell a home in Salt Lake City for the most amount of profit? A lot of people ask me, Brandon, how do you sell a home in Salt Lake City for the most amount of profit while avoiding the stresses of buying a home at the same time? And I thought about it's honestly pretty much and I thought about it. It's pretty much honestly all that I think about besides did the Jazz win? Did I bring home the groceries? Can I golf? What happened on Bachelor? When am I going to play pickleball next? After thinking deeply, constantly studying market trends, and seeing my clients sell for more. After thinking deeply about it, studying market trends, and seeing how I can help my clients sell for more, I've gotten really good at helping homeowners needing more space sell their current home and buy their next home in under 45 days. I've gotten really good at helping homeowners. I've gotten really good helping homeowners that are needing more space sell their current home and get into their next home in under 45 days. I can do this in the current I can do this even in the current climate of high interest rates and eliminating the hassle of selling your current home at the same time. I can do this even in the current climate of high interest rates. I can do this even in the current climate of high interest rates. I can do this even in the current climate of high interest rates, the market shifting by selling your current home and getting you into the next home quickly. I want to share what I've learned so you can avoid the mistakes and achieve. I want to share with you today. I want to share with you today the things that I've learned so that way you can avoid the mistakes and pitfalls and get and have the real estate goals and dreams that you want. Cut. I say this to share what I've learned. I say this to share what I've learned so you can avoid mistakes and achieve your real estate goals. I say this to share what I've learned so you can avoid mistakes. I say this to I share this. I want to share what I've learned so you can avoid mistakes. I want to share what I've learned so you can avoid mistakes and achieve your real estate goals. Every specific real estate market has its different challenges. Think about it. Every real estate market has its specific challenges. Think of it. 2020, COVID. It was easy to sell a home. Every home seemed to receive multiple offers, but it was very challenging to purchase a home at that time. The pro The problem was sellers were trying to purchase in that same climate when it was a frenzy. In today's market, yes, interest rates are high, but that doesn't mean that you cannot achieve your real estate goals and dreams that you're after. There are strategies, incentives, and I can implement them for you. There are strategies and incentives, and I can implement that I implement for select homeowners. There are strategies and incentives that I implement. Excuse me. There are strategies and incentives that I implement for homeowners in Salt Lake City. Now I'm not make Now I'm not saying that makes sense for everyone, but there's strategies and opportunities for people who are looking to make a move. Needing more space for a growing family, needing to sell. So, if you are needing more space for a growing family, you're moving due to a job transfer, or if you just feel like you missed the boat of the low interest rates, I have something for you. And I'm going to share that with you right now. If you're watching this training today, I know that you want to sell your home fast and for the most amount of money possible. If you're watching this training today, I know that you want to sell your home quickly and for the most amount of money. If you're watching this training today, I know that you want to sell your home fast and have a smooth transition into your next home, and I can help you with that. And I'm sure you don't want to have to move twice. So, let's talk about the four most important things when you're putting your home up for sale in today's market. First, why is pricing your home the most important thing when you put your home on the market? Second, how to increase your home's value so you sell for more without spending any money. Second, Second, how do we increase your home's value without you spending any sort of additional money? Third, how do we avoid delays so this way you are not moving twice? Fourth, how do we use your equity in your current home to springboard you into your next home? First, pricing your home right at the start of your first, pricing your home right is key. An incorrect list price can cost you thousands. What I've learned in my real estate career is time on market kills deals and time on market kills value. We need to make sure that we're priced correctly so that way we are attracting buyers to your home, so that way we are selling in an efficient, timely manner. And also netting you as much money as possible. You might be thinking to yourself, the market's hot. People want to be in this area. Why not just list it high and hopefully somebody from California will come purchase my home? If you're telling yourself you want to leave yourself some bargaining room, or if you're going off that Zillow estimate, you could be doing the complete opposite. And let me tell you why. Because experience and studies have shown that this strategy only serves to chase the market. Because experience and strat because experience and studies have shown that this is only going to chase the market. And that's not what we want to be doing. We want the market to be chasing us. We want the market to be clamoring to our home. Let's say your home's true value is 500,000. but you decide, or we cut. Say your say let's say your home's current value is 500,000, but we decide to list it at 550,000 just to see what happens. Cut. I'm going to start that over. Because studies and experience have shown because experience and studies have shown that this strategy only serves to chase down the market. Be- because studies and experience have shown that this only serves to chasing down the market. Let's say your market value of your home is 500,000, but we try to test the market at 550,000. The market knows that we're a $500,000 home because the buyers are going to be looking at homes in the area. They have an agent they're working with, and of course, they may have an appraiser that is evaluating the home as well. And if a buyer feels that our home value is 500,000, they're just going to wait for us to maybe see if we reduce the price, and they may feel like we're not a motivated seller. And more importantly, we're going to help the competition sell because we are listed above market value. Now, let's say we're on the market for 30 days. We've had a showing or two. The feedback has been consistent saying, we like your home, but we just feel like you're overpriced. We just feel like you're not in line with the market. And so we're 30 days on the market and we decide to make that price adjustment. Well, now buyers are going to start to wonder, why have they been on the market so long? Is there something wrong with the home? Were they just overpriced? And now we're hoping that we receive a $500,000 offer if we get down to that price. Well, buyers with days on market, time kills deals and time kills value. We may not receive an offer at 500,000. A buyer may feel like our home's worth 485,000, and so we've shot ourselves in the foot. So pricing your home right from the get-go is so critically important to netting you more money, but also having a smooth transition into your next home. Do you know one of the most when I'm showing a buyer a home, do you know what one of the most when I'm showing a buyer a home, one of the most popular questions I get asked is, Brandon, how long has this home been on the market? And a buyer's perception is if a home has been on the market for longer than 20, 30, 45 days, they start to wonder what's physically wrong with the home. Is it overpriced? So pricing our home is critical because our $500,000 home can easily So pricing our home right from the get-go is extremely important because if we're spending days on market, time on market, when we're a true $500,000 home, if we're spending 30, 60, 90 days on market, we can start to expect offers that come in 3% less, 5% less, 7%, or even 10% less because time on market has tainted our listing. Meanwhile, let's say our neighbor that's identical to us listed their home at 500,000. They're selling off the shelves quickly because the activity and traction of our home and listing is always going to be super high and exciting and engaging within the first 1, 2, and maybe 3 weeks onto the market. Meanwhile, your neighbor at 500,000, meanwhile, your neighbor that's at 500,000, they listed their home right, they received the activity, and they've gone under contract. We need to make sure that we understand that the activity levels are always going to be much higher in the first, second, and third week. So we want to make sure that we are very so we want to make sure that we're very in tune with where the market is so that way we are marketing your home to sell. We're not marketing it to sit. Statistically speaking, the quicker your home sells, statistically speaking, the quicker your home sells, generally, the more money you're going to make. The longer your home's on the market, the, the longer your home's on the market, the less money you're going to make. Pricing your home right leads to better offers, better buyers, and somebody that's going to purchase your home, love your home, and perform and close. Raise the value. Second, we need to raise. Second, let's raise the value of your home. Value is what you get, but price is what you pay. The more value a buyer perceives, the higher price you're going to put in your pocket. Most home sellers are focused on price. They're thinking, what price should I put my home at? Where should I list my home? Instead, we need to flip the script. We need to think about how can we improve the value of our home so a buyer is actually willing and able to pay more money for your home. High, high interest rates do not directly affect. We all know that interest rates in the market have been very crazy, but we need to stop determining what we're going to be doing with our home solely based on interest rates. We need to start thinking about your home list price, number one, and number two, how can we create additional value so that way a buyer is willing and able to move forward and to purchase your home and that they can close on time. If you and we focus on strategic home value improvements, we are going to bring in a larger demographic and a larger buyer pool. And with a larger buyer pool, this, of course, is going to net you more money because we're going to receive more showings, more offers, and more activity on your home. I'm going to give you two really big tips that are going to increase the value of your home. Fixing any visual issues. First, make repairs and updates. Fixing, updating any visual issues. First, let's make physical. What? First, let's make repairs and updates. And simple updates that we could do would be flooring, landscaping. Let's make repairs and updates. And simple updates that we can look into doing would be flooring, landscaping, fixtures. First, let's make fix. First, let's make repairs and updates. First, let's make repairs and updates. And if we're doing updates, let's pay attention to the updates that are going to be simple but can make the biggest difference. Flooring, fixtures, landscaping. This can be as simple as flooring, carpet, paint, fixtures, hardwares, and things like this. And not all improvements are created equally. How much is it going to improve the value if you and not all improvements are created equally. How much value is it going to offer if you add an extra bedroom, if you redo the flooring, if you renovate a kitchen, if you renovate a bathroom, if you do an addition? Is there a pool in the backyard? How much does that add value to your home? Finishing your basement can add up to 6% or more of value of your home. Adding a third bedroom or a fourth bedroom can add about 5 to 7% more value on your home. Renovating and updating a bathroom can improve your value 3 to 6%. A full kitchen remodel can be upwards of 5 or 7 or potentially 10%. Brand new brand new flooring throughout your home can be anywhere from 2 to 4%. The second thing that we want to do is we only have a one chance. The, the second thing that we want to do is staging your home. Remember, we only have one chance to make a first impression when somebody sees your home, not only online, but when they walk in your front door. A study done by the Wall Street Journal stated that a buyer is willing to pay 1 to sometimes 3% more for a staged home. And by the way, I can handle and take care of all of your staging needs with work. Another way to create value or perceived value is we're in a day of technology. Improve your home. Let's make it smart. We can use smart technology. We can do smart locks, smart garage doors, smart thermostat, smart appliances. These things can add value quickly because the day and age of technology, people love having smart technology in their homes. Third, we need to avoid delays. We need to find a willing, able buyer that can close on time. Cut. Third, we need to avoid delays. We need to work with a buyer that's willing and able to close and that can also perform so that way your home gets sold in the time that we need. Over the past 5 years, the main cause of delays. Over the last 5 years, the main cause for delays in closing is buyer's financing. An average of 35% of delays were caused by this. So, as a seller, when you're trying to clean up your home, get out of your home for showings, and a buyer's delayed, it can be miserable. So, as a seller, we want to make sure we're picking the right buyer because getting out of your home for showings, picking up the house, going out to eat with your family or friends because there's showings in the evenings, it's all stressful. So, how do we avoid delays? Mark your home right, make sure the First, I know it's simple. We need to market your home right. We need to have the basic, proper description of your home. We want to make sure that we're marketing your home not only micro, but macro, so that way we're getting maximum exposure. This way, our buyer pool is as big as possible. Second, let's make sure that we're evaluating the offer from the buyer. We need to make sure that we're ensuring and speaking with the buyer's lender to make sure that they're officially pre approved and not pre qualified because there's a difference. We want to make sure that the lender has spoken with the borrower, they have verified income, verified income, looked at tax returns, looked at bank statements, pulled credit, and verified their sources of income, and money is in the bank for this buyer. Next, maybe we're evaluating an offer that's from Next, maybe we are evaluating an offer that's cash. Cash is king in the real estate world. Now, cash may not net you as much money as maybe a buyer that's obtaining a loan, but cash has the ability to close quick. A buyer with cash can close as quick as 3, 5, or 7 days, and there's no contingencies. There's no financing that's needed. There's no appraisal. So you may net a little bit less money potentially, but we have to remember terms are just as valuable as the price. And so we need to make sure that we're evaluating both type of buyers. I mentioned it a second ago. Another thing that with cash that I love is there's no appraisal generally. Another thing with cash that we need to be evaluating is generally there's no appraisal. And appraisals are sometimes another hurdle that we need to be evaluating. What is an appraisal, you may ask? An appraisal is a third party that is hired by the lender. So the lender knows that they're cut. An appraisal is general An appraisal is a third party, unbiased opinion of value of your home. An appraiser is generally hired by the lender, and the appraiser is going to be looking at the condition of. An appraiser is generally hired by a lender, and the appraiser is looking at the condition and quality of your home compared to the competition, compared to the other homes that have recently sold in your neighborhood. The appraiser is there to protect the interest of the bank. The bank wants to make sure that they're not lending on a property that is overvalued. So the appraiser comes in there to make sure that it is not an overvalued property. So if they had to take the property back, the bank is not underwater. So this is a very important step for most loans. In today's market, we are seeing 10 to 15% of transactions are delayed due to an appraisal issue. Getting the best deal in your home and lowering your monthly debts. Fourth, we want to get the best deal on your home and lower our monthly debts. High interest rates have clearly made affordability a challenge. So let's change the way of thinking. The conventional way of obtaining a new property is taking all of your equity. The conventional way of thinking when you're buying a new home is taking all of our equity in our current home and moving that into our next property. One thing that I've learned recently is let's not take maybe all of our equity and put it into our next property. Let's talk about debt consolidation. If we have any other consumer debt, such as credit cards, student loans, car payments, medical bills, let's take maybe a portion of our equity and pay off those consumer debts. So, for example, let's say you have a $200 credit card bill, a $500. So, for example, let's say you have a $200 credit card bill, a $500 car payment, a $300 medical bill, and a $500 student loan. Two. So, for example, let's say you have a $200 student loan bill, a $500 car payment, a $500, oh, geez, credit card, car, student loan, medical bill. So, for example, let's say you have a $500 monthly credit card bill, a $500 car payment, a $500 medical bill, and a $500 credit card, car, student loan, medical. So, for example, let's say you have a $500 credit card bill, a $500 car loan bill, a $500 medical bill, and a $500 student loan bill. That's an extra $2,000 a month of consumer debt that we're dealing with. So, instead of taking all of our equity and just pushing it into the next home, let's take a portion of that equity and pay off those consumer debts to remove that $2,000 a month debt that we don't need anymore. This is debt consolidation, which will make the next transition into your next home simple. With paying off this consumer debt, of the $2,000 we just spoke about, this is how we make affordability attainable into the next home. We can take that extra $2,000 that we've saved or created and put that into our next home's mortgage payment or improvements on the next home that we're interested in. So on this one right here, I'm struggling, so I'm gonna just read it. So if you could throw up a prompt in front of me right now, so I can just read this, that would be very helpful. So for example, say your current mortgage is $2,000 a month, but you have a car payment of $500, credit cards of $400, student loans are $200, medical bills $200. This totals your consumer debt to $3,300 a month. Let's say you also have $200,000 in equity when you sell your home. Let's talk about it. Example 1, you buy a new home for $600,000. The traditional wisdom would have you pull all of your $200,000 equity as your down payment for your next home, making your loan amount $400,000. As of today, with interest rates hovering about 6.5%, your principal and interest payment alone would roughly be $2,800. Plus, you would still have your other consumer debts we just mentioned, credit cards, car payments, etc. That's an additional $1,300, making your total monthly payments $4,100. Yikes. Example 2. Let's say we take $50,000 of your equity. Scratch that. Example 2. Let's say you take $50,000 of your $200,000 equity and pay off those consumer debts. Those debts that totaled the $1,300 a month. Now take the remaining $150,000 and put this towards your down payment. Your loan amount for the $600,000 home, with this example of paying off your consumer debts, would be $450,000 with a 6.5% interest rate. Your principal and interest payment would be just over $3,100. But remember, you no longer have those consumer debts that totaled 1,300. This is about $1,000 monthly savings you are realigning how you have structured your money. As we continue to As we continue to talk about options, one thing that we should consider is new construction. New construction is one of my personal favorites. I've personally purchased 3 new construction homes, and there's a lot of benefits with new construction. Generally, new construction homes come with a 10-year warranty. They're brand new. No one's ever lived in the home. Many builders right now are offering incentives or closing costs or different things where they're trying to entice you to purchase their product. And it's exciting. It's brand new, and there's generally a new community, which is exciting for everybody. An additional option is we go and purchase existing, which is a great option as well. Many sellers in today's market are open to negotiating. There's a couple things that we could look into, such as a 3-2-1 buy down or a 2-1 buy down, where we're asking the sellers to contribute money towards our closing fees, which would allow us to buy down the interest rate, thus making the payment potentially more affordable. Ultimately, though, getting you the best deal is the true goal. Whether that's buying new construction or whether that's buying existing, I can set you up on a home search. This way, you're receiving all the homes in your area, all the homes in your I can set you up on a home search. This way, you're seeing all new construction, all existing, so we can expand our search and make sure that you're seeing everything that's available to you. We have 18,000 agents in Utah, and sometimes agents make mistakes and there's improper listings that are listed on the market. So we need to make sure that we keep our search broad, because sometimes we're going to find a diamond in the rough and find you a fantastic deal. We talked about having a seller buy down our interest rate. We talked about we talked about a seller potentially buying down our interest rate. Let's talk about creative financing, lease options, seller finance, new constructions. Our options are endless. We need to make sure that we don't narrow our focus. Let's keep our focus broad, so this way we can find an opportunity that's going to make the most sense and make the payment exactly where you want it to be. What do you need to succeed? What if my home ends up being worth more a year after I sell it? I sometimes get the question, Brandon, what happens if my home's worth more a year after I sell it? We need to make sure that we're thinking about the market in today's standards. Remember, the market you sell in is the market you buy in. It's impossible to time the market. Remember, let's focus on the things that we can control. Let's continue to add value. Let's make sure that we declutter, depersonalize, make sure that our home shows clean, light, and bright. Let's stage your home so that way it shows in its best light. Again, we have one chance to make a first impression, not only online, but in person. So let's make sure we're bringing in a buyer that's willing to pay a premium for your home because you deserve it. You already have information you need to make a transition. I'm not sure what happened back there. I might have to charge that. I don't know. Oh, USB, I think. There we go. We're back in business, baby. Okay. Sorry, my background went out, so we're back in business. Now that you have all the information that you need, let's make the transition and get things going. Let's make sure that we price your home right and attract a buyer. The plan is to stage your home, take professional video. Oh shit. The plan is now to stage your home, take professional photos, videos, 3D tours, and drone tours of your home. And we're ready to put your home on the market at a click of a button. And let's make your dream a reality together. Now it's your choice. Here's the thing, you have a choice. I'm giving you all the tools you need. Here's the thing, you have a choice. I'm giving you all the information and all the tools you need to make a decision. I also want to give you the option for you to do it with me. I also want to give you the option to work with me if that's something you're interested in. Remember, I do this for a living. I've been doing this for nearly a decade. I have a VIP move up program that I would love to share with you. This next part's going to be hard for me, so if you could throw up kind of maybe create an on screen thing that says VIP benefits or something like that, because I would like to read this because I think it's going to be hard for me. I would like I would like you to be part of my VIP move up program. This is where you get exclusive access. In my VIP move up program, you will receive my cancellation guarantee, communication guarantee, and flexible commission structure. Plus, you'll receive my comprehensive home selling package, which includes professional photography, aerial drone tour, 3D Matterport tour, home staging consult, home staging consultation, virtual staging, and a social media campaign. This is without any upfront fees from you. I've hit on this multiple times. We know how critical it is to price your home correctly from the start. Pricing your home right and being ahead of the market can be and will maximize your profits while minimizing the time your home spends on the market. Plus, I offer a $10,000 improvement allowance. Really quick, cut after plus. Um, let's transition into a new infographic or whatever you call it starting now. Plus, I offer a $10,000 home improvement allowance, allowing you to add value to your home without any upfront fees. I know exactly which repairs and improvements that add the most value so you can sell your home for a higher price. I cover the cost and get you the updates done in less than 6 weeks so you can make more money without lifting a finger or putting any additional money in your pocket. Instead of saying in your pocket, let's just cut that out. Just finish it at finger. You can take the infographics off. I'm going to talk about on the buying side. On the buying side, I want to work with you. I offer a cancellation guarantee. In addition to that, I have a love it or leave it program, which essentially says on the buying side, I have a communication guarantee with you and a cancellation guarantee. In addition to that, I have a love it or leave it program, which essentially means if I help you into a home and you don't absolutely love the home within the first 2 years of you living there, I will sell the home for free for you and get you into a different property. I'm so comfortable and confident in my ability to get you into a home. I want to make sure that it's a good property for you, but I'm not just going to push you into a property that's not a good fit. If you don't love the home within the first 2 years, I will sell it for free and we'll get you into another home that's going to be a better fit for you. If this is exploratory for you, that's totally fine. Reach out to me. What I would love to offer you is a no cost free. If if this is exploratory to you, that is totally fine. Reach out to me. I would love to offer you a no cost free home evaluation. So this way you have a general idea of your home evaluation. So that way you can start making decisions on what you're going to be doing next. This could be a great way for us to meet and audition. This could be a great way for us to meet. In addition to that, it could be a great opportunity for us to discuss our debt alliance program, which allows you to take some of your equity, pay off some of your consumer debt, so that way we can afford the dream home or the next home that you're very interested in. Let's throw up an infographic here so I can read this off just because I think it's a lot. With affordability challenges and high mortgage interest rates, I do want to discuss with you a few things. When you buy a home, have the option to buy new construction or existing. I can help you find a home that fits within your budget, whether that's new construction or existing. Each has its benefits. A new home, of course, offers low maintenance, it's never been lived in, new community feel, while an existing home offers more established neighborhoods. Oftentimes, the yard is finished or the basement is completed. Sometimes allows for, let's just take that out. As soon as I talk about the yard being finished and basement completed, let's stop it there. Again, if you're looking to sell your home in the next 3 to 6 months, then this program is for you. Again, if you're looking to sell your home in the next 3 to 6 months, then this is for you. So if you want some guidance on this, I want to offer you a free strategy session. So if you're looking for some more guidance on this, I am happy to offer you a free strategy session where we can have a few minute discussion over the phone or via Zoom to discuss your goals and what you're trying to accomplish. I would love to help you in the actual selling process of your home and getting to the next. I want to be able to help you sell your current home and get you into your next home. So reach out to me today and let's make this dream a reality. Okay. Um it wasn't great, but I feel pretty good about it and I want to roll with it. Thank you so much.